What's going on, guys? How you doing today? Today is April 7th, 2023. This is going to be our breakdown of the cube. Quick and simple, not a very long video, hopefully. We're just going to basically break down the heroes, the villains, the equipments, the superpowers, the basics of the cards that you need to play, like the starters, the MCs, the weaknesses, and the kicks. So we're going to start with the heroes first. I'm going to basically show you how many of each one and what the name of the card is and what set it is, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to basically go into what they do. That's something we can do down the road later on. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. Hi, I'm John Huff. I am one of the owners of the DCDB Cube. I have two others that are actually owners with me. I know you see me a lot on Facebook, Discord. Website's going to be up very soon. That's what we're working on right now. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video. We will have it to where you can break it down. If you don't want to see the whole video, you can go to certain sections to look at what you want to look at by the heroes, villains, and everything else by types. Hopefully you'll enjoy the video, and I guess we will start the video. Oh, please subscribe to the channel if you can. The more you do that, the better we can do more videos and get our tournaments up soon very much as well. Anything that goes to that will go to that. We will have links. We want to thank Next Level Games here in Nashville, Tennessee, where we're at. They are the ones who are helping us, let us use their equipment and stuff. So please enjoy the video, and if you have anything, leave comments. All right, we're going to start. So first is going to be the heroes. The first of the cube starting. First you have 3 Kid Flashes, which is from the base set you'll be putting in. Then you'll have 2 Simon Bazes from Rebirth. Then you have 2 Vibes, which are from the Forever Evil set that goes in the cube. You have 2 Flash from the Dark Knight's Meadow, which is from, as I said, this is all cube stuff. This is what you want to put in your cube, and this is what you're playing right now for Season 25. You have 2 Daughter of Gothams, which are from Heroes Unite. You have 2 Steels from Forever Evil. You have 2 Statics from Teen Titans. 2 Superboys, if I'm correct, is from Heroes United. 2 Cassie Sandmarks, which are from Teen Titans. Those are each 2 that are in the cube for the heroes. We'll have a lot more. I promise we'll be quick about this. We have 2 Power Girls from Forever Evil. We have 2 Sonic Sirens from, if I'm correct, Heroes United. 2 Amanda Wallers from Forever Evil, and 2 Bumblebees from Teen Titans. I'm going to try to spread a couple of them out. Leave them out for a second so you guys can see them. Pause the video if you need to. You have 2 Solstice from Teen Titans. I'm sorry, 3 Solstice from Teen Titans. They got stuck for a second. 3 Katanas from the base set. You have 2 Wally Wests from Crisis 4. You have 3 High-Tech Heroes from the original base set. That is what those are for those. Now we're going to start a couple more after I get these out of the way. You have 2 Aqualads. They are from Teen Titans. 3 Ravens, if I'm correct, from the base set. 2 Jamie Reyes from Teen Titans. And 2 Jessica Cruzes from Rebirth. Bear with me, sorry. Okay, we have 2 Cyborgs, and they are from Rebirth. We have the Others, which is from Confrontations. Superman, 6 cost from Dark Knight's Metal. Guy Gardner from Rivals 2. You have Commissioner Gordon from Rivals 1. And 2 Star Starfires from Crisis 2. The next thing you have is 3 Commissioner Gordons from Forever Evil. Probably going to butcher the name, but Yawara from Confrontations, which you have 1 of. Salic, you have a 1 of from Rivals 2. Ragman is a Confrontations, which is a 1 of. Deadman from Confrontations, which is a 1 of. Boudica, which is Rivals 2, you have 1 of in the cube. The next thing you have is 1 Captain Atom from Crisis 3. If I'm correct, that's Crisis 3. Sorry. Yeah, no. Crisis 1. Sorry. Small lettering. Wonder of the Night from the base set? No, Heroes United. Sorry, guys. Crypto from Confrontations. You have one of that. Emerald Knight from the base set of one of. Jason Blood, one of from Heroes United. Blue Devil from Confrontations is a one of. Red Robin from Rivals 1, a one copy of. One copy of Badig from Rivals 2. One copy of Omen from Crisis 4. And the Fastest Man Alive, one copy from base set. The next thing we have is Superman, which is from Rivals 1. You have one copy of that. One copy of Chesalon from Rivals 2. One copy of Dr. Midnight from Crossover 1. One copy of Ares from Confrontations. One copy of Animal Man from Confrontations. And one copy of Hermes from Confrontations. Next you have Orion from Confrontations, one copy of. One copy of Liberty Bell from Crossover 1. Huntress, one copy from Rivals 1. Carol Ferris from Rivals 2, one copy of. One copy of Crimson Wind from Heroes United. Then you have one copy of Madame Xanadu from Confrontations. Then you have a copy of Arissa. You have two copies of John Constantine from Crisis 1. And then, like I say, Arissa's from Rivals 2. King of Atlantis from the base set, one copy. One copy of Dr. Fate from Confrontations. One copy of Donna Troy from Crisis 4. One copy of Batwoman from Rivals 1. Next you have Kyle Rayner from Heroes United, one copy. One copy of Vixen from Crossover 6, it looks like, yes. Crypto from Rebirth, one copy of that. Two copies of Stargirl from Forever Evil. One copy of Kyle Rayner from Rivals 2. And two copies of Deadman from the base set. And last but not least, from the Heroes, this is the last two from just the Heroes in the cube itself, is two mirrors from the base set. So that is it from that, which should be 102 of just Heroes, if I'm correct. Next, we're going to start on Villains. Next, we have two Parasite from Heroes United. We have a Black Lantern Corps from Heroes United, one copy of. One copy of Bizarro from Confrontations. Two copies of Jervis Tech from Heroes United. One copy of Shadow Thief from Crisis 3. And then two copies of Scarecrow from the original base set. Next we have two Poison Ivies from the original base set, two Cinder Blocks from Titans, from Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go, two Two-Faces from the original set, two Cheetah from the original set, two Plasmus from Teen Titans, and two Atomica from Forever Evil. Next, we have two Gorilla Grodd, tongue-tied, from the base set, if I'm correct. Two Gizmo from Teen Titans. I'm sorry, take that back. We have three for Teen Titans for Gizmo. Apologies. The Blight, we have two from Forever Evil. Two Killer Croc from the Lord Glory. Heroes United, and two Bane from the original base set. Then next we have two Grids from Forever Evil, two Penguin from the original set, We have 1 Neris from Confrontations, 2 Johnny Quick from Forever Evil, 2 Killer Frost from Crisis 1, 2 Mammoth from Teen Titans. We have 2 Lady Vic from Teen Titans. We have 2 Grant Wilson from Teen Titans. And we have 2 Black Lantern Aquaman from Crisis 1. The next we have 2 Red Lantern Corps from Heroes United, 2 Mad Mod from Teen Titans, 2 Ocean Master from Heroes United. Oh snap, I did that wrong. 3 Rabid Robins from Dark Knight's Metal, 2 Phobia from Teen Titans, 2 Mr. Zaz from Heroes United, 2 Dr. Silva from Heroes United, 2 Deathstrokes from Dark Knight's Metal, 1 Harley Quinn from Rivals 1. Despotellus from Rivals 2, 1 copy. 1 copy of the Blackbriar Thorn from Confrontations. 1 copy of the Trench from Confrontations. 1 Solomon Grundy from the original base set. 1 Dr. Destiny from Confrontations. And then 1 Victor Zaz from Rivals 1. Next we have Calabac from Crossover 7. Then we have Bane from Crossover 6, 1 copy each. Then we have Scythe from Crossover 1, 1 copy. Then we have 1 copy of Nax from Rivals 2. Then we have 1 copy of Artemis from Confrontations. Then we have 1 copy from Brainiac Drones from Multiverse 1. The reason I say Multiverse 1 because we have a new Multiverse box coming out, which would technically be Multiverse 2. We have Arkello from Rivals 2, 1 copy. 1 copy of Demon Etrigan from Heroes United. 1 copy of Inertia from Teen Titans. 1 copy of The Pit from Crossover 5. 1 copy of Bane from Rivals 1. 1 copy of Hugo Strange from Rivals 1. Next we have Huntress from Crossover 2, 1 copy of Bedovian from Rivals 2, Steppenwolf, I'm sorry, Huntress is Crossover 2, Bedovian is Rivals 2, my apologies. Steppenwolf is from Crossover 7, 1 copy. 1 copy of Carter Hall from Dark Knight's Metal. 1 copy of Doomsday from the original base set. And 1 copy of the other Doomsday that comes from Confrontations. Next we have Flashpoint Wonder Woman from Multiverse 1. Then we have 1 copy of Soranak Natu from Rivals 2, which is 1 copy. 1 copy of Brother Blood from Heroes United. 1 copy of Jinx from Teen Titans. 1 copy of Black Mask from Crisis 3. Then 1 copy of Sons of Trigon from Teen Titans. Once again, remember Teen Titans Go is not in the queue due to it is not in this season because it is not going to be reprinted as we know for right now. Hopefully in the near future if they decide to do so, let's hope. Next we have Giganta, Confrontations of 1 copy. 1 copy of Talia al Ghul from Rivals 1. 1 copy of Girder from Crisis 5. Oh sorry, Crossover 5. 1 copy of Knockout from Crossover 6, and 1 copy of Black Manta from Confrontations. That will be all your villains for the queue. Next, we will be going to equipments. Remember, you guys don't have to watch the whole video unless you want to. We will have it to where you can skip if need for the certain types. So next is equipments. We are going to go first with Electrum, which is 2 from Dark Knight's Metal. Orange Lantern Power Ring, which is 1 copy of from Heroes United. 1 copy of Beta Club from Crossover 7. 3 copies of Cold Gun from Forever Evil. 1 copy of the Soul Taker Sword from Crossover 6. There are 2 different Soul Taker swords, so just remember this is just a 1 copy from Crossover 6. Speaking of which, we do have the other 2 Soul Taker swords that comes from Heroes United. Next, we have 2 sledgehammers from Forever Evil, 2 Ancient Map that comes from Crisis 4, 2 Batmobile that comes from Rebirth. We have 3 Magic Bracers from Teen Titans. Then we have 3 Power Rings that comes from the base set. Next, we have 2 Sinestro Power Rings that comes from Rivals 2. Next, we have 3 Aquaman's Trident from the original base set, 2 Dionysium from Dark Knight's Metal, 2 Batarang from Rivals 1, 2 Grappling Hook from Rivals 1. Next, we have 2 Skeets from Heroes United. Then we have 2 Cloak of Raven from Teen Titans, 2 Phantom Projector Zones from Dark Knight's Metal, 2 Bat Signals from base set, 2 Sinestro Power Batteries from Rivals 2, and 3 Legion of Flight Rings from the original, from Heroes United. Then next we have 2 Secret Society Communicators from Forever Evil, 2 Batmobiles from Rivals 1, 2 Green Lantern Power Rings from Rivals 2, 3 Biometric Exosuits from Crisis 4, and 3 Lassos of Truth from the original base set. Next we have 2 Magic Bracers from Confrontations, 2 Eskrima Sticks from Crisis 2, 2 Water Bears from Crisis 4. Sorry, I take that back, it's 3, got stuck. 2 Nymph Medals from Crisis 2, 3 Nymph Medals from the original base set, 3 Detonators from Teen Titans. Carrying on, we have 2 Utility Belts from Rivals 1, 2 Helmet of Fate from Heroes United, 2 Dead King Scepters from Confrontations, 2 Kryptonite from Confrontations, Yellow Lantern Corps Power Ring from Heroes United, Green Lantern Power Ring from Heroes United. We have Hourglass from Crossover 1 copy, 1 copy of Reach Scarab from Teen Titans, 1 copy of Mind Control Hat from Heroes United. We have 1 copy of Porthole to Nowhere from Crisis 3, 1 Laughing Gas from Rivals 1, 1 Green Lantern Power Battery from Rivals 2. We have 1 Area 1 from Crossover 6. We have 1 Indigo Tribe Power Ring from Heroes United, 1 Astro Harness from Crossover 7, 1 Globe of Transportation from Confrontations, 1 Star Sapphire Power Ring from Heroes United, 1 Airwalk Shoes from Crossover 5. Next we have Book of Magic from Confrontations, which is 1 copy, 1 copy of T-Spheres from Crossover 1, 1 copy of Book of Parallax from Rivals 2, 1 copy of Legion Flight Ring from Crossover 3, 1 copy of Silent Armor from Teen Titans, and 1 Interceptor from Rivals 2. And last but not least, 2 bow staffs from Crisis 1, which is the end of the equipments for the cube that will be in the main deck. Next, we have superpowers. We will start first with 1 copy of Fulcrum Ominous, pardon me if I'm saying it wrong, from Dark Knight's Metal. We have 2 Colony of Bats from Crossover 8. We have 1 Shazam from Heroes United, 2 Water Control from Confrontations, 2 Crystal Shields from Crisis 2, 3 Invulnerable from Forever Evil. Next, we have 3 Whirlwind from Heroes United. Then we have 2 Expert Marksman from Forever Evil. Then we have 2 Strength of the Gods from Confrontations, 2 Energy Absorptions from Teen Titans, 2 Construct Missiles for Rivals 2, 2 Bulletproof from the base set. We have 2 Demonic Influences from Teen Titans, 1 copy of UFL This City from Crossover 2, 1 copy of Teleportation from Heroes United, 1 Heat Vision from the base set, 1 Bizarro Power Forever Evil, 1 copy of Die for Darkseid from Crossover 7. Next we have 1 Constructs from Rebirth, 1 Fear from Rivals 2, 1 Killing Joke from Rivals 1. We have 1 Tactile Telekinesis from Teen Titans. We have 1 Million Monkey Maneuver from Crossover 8. We have 1 Cat-like Reflexes from Crisis 3. Next we have Scientific Genius from Confrontations, 1 copy of. 1 copy of Mirror Images from Crossover 5. 1 copy of Engulfing Flames from Crossover 5. Azarath Metreon Zinthos from Teen Titans, 1 copy of that. 2 copies of Telepathy. 2 copies of Telepathy from Confrontations. 2 copies of Construct Slam from Rivals 2. Two Geokinesis from Teen Titans, 2 Construct Train from Rivals 2, 2 Insanity from Rivals 1, 2 Power of the Green from Heroes United, and 2 Shields Up from Rebirth. Two Pots from Confrontations, 2 Construct Beasts from Rivals 2, 2 Construct Jet from Rivals 2, 2 Titans Together from Crisis 4, 2 Brutal Chase from Dark Knight's Metal, 2 super intellect from Forever Evil. Next we have 2 Tigroff from Confrontations, 2 Search the Depths from Dark Knight's Metal, 2 Heat Visions from Rebirth, 2 Bolt of Zeus from Rebirth, 2 Canary Cry from Heroes United, 2 Escape from Dark Knight's Metal. Next, we have 2 Homicidal Maniac from Rivals 1, 3 Molecular Vibrations from Teen Titans, and last but not least, for the superpowers that are in the cube, we have 2 Force Fields from Heroes United. Now that we're done with the superpowers, we are going to go to locations. Locations for to go is going to be pretty much 1 copy of each, so bear with me on this and we'll get going. We have Themyscira from Confrontations, New Titans Tower from Teen Titans, tongue twister. House of Mystery from Crisis 1, Infinity Island from Crisis 4, Oa from Rivals 2, Teen Titans from the original base set. Next we have Titans Memorial from Teen Titans, the Batcave from base set. We have Tomb of Hathset from Dark Knight's Metal. We have Gotham Docks, or City Docks, which is a promo, which technically came from, bear with me, I think if I'm correct, it's Heroes United. Mogo is from Rivals 2. I could be wrong on Gotham Docks. Monument Point is from Crossover 1. Next we have The Rot from Crisis 1. Next we have Moscow from Multiverse 1. Then we have Fortress of Solitude from base set. Then we have Watchtower from base set. Then we have Blackgate Prison from Forever Evil. Atlantis from Crisis 2. And last but not least, for 2 locations we have left is Arkham Asylum from base set 1 and Olympus from Confrontations. So that is pretty much it that's in the main cube. The next thing we're going to go to next is the basics of what you need for kicks on count, weaknesses, and starters. So we're going to go to that next. So with kicks, being that it is just for fun, you can choose whatever type you like. It pretty much comes with 16 kicks at all times. I myself likes to mingle a little bit differently. So, but in competitive, you want to make them all the same. So you technically do have 16 kicks for this, just to let you know. So you'll have to have 16 kicks in your cube. Next thing we're going to go to is weaknesses. So with weaknesses, there are 2 different stacks. You have basically the one stack that they do for 20, and then you have another stack that's supposed to be 40. So just to make sure, and bear with me, you can have any type you want when you're just playing for fun with friends and everything. But when you're doing competitive, you'll have to have 2 different pictures for each stack due to the cube rules, which we'll get down to that later down and do a video for that next. So just be aware and just let you know we will get to that soon. But it is 20 for weaknesses for the main, and then your reserve stack is supposed to be 40. And then next you have your starters. So when starting out, when you're playing cube, you will technically, or you will have to have 7 punches. So you have 7 punches to start off with, and then 3 vulnerabilities. In competitive, they all have to be the same picture for your vulnerabilities and your punches. But if you're just playing for fun, you can randomly make one different type of set for each one. You play up to 3 to 4 players. I'm just going to give that out for now, but like I said, we will do a video on that in the near future. So that's what you need. It's up to 4, 7, so it's a total of 10. 3 starters of vulnerabilities and 7 for punches. Next, we're going to start with the supervillains. And the supervillains are going to go from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or going up to 14. But we're going to do starters. You have your starters, and then you have your 9s, 10s, 11, 12, 13, and 14s. So we're going to start first with what's in the cube. That's basically what we're going with. I'm going to show you how many you need for each one and what they're from, what sets. So you first one you have, these are your starters that you will always start with no matter what. It's the Flash from Forever Evil, Ra's al Ghul from Crisis 1. Then you have Vandal Savage from Heroes United. Then you have Ra's al Ghul from the original base set. Then you have Slade Wilson from Crisis 4. And then you have Vandal Savage from Crisis 2. And like I said, these are your starters. These are the ones that you'll always start with. They'll be face up. Like I said, when you learn to, if you don't already know and not know, when we do a video, we'll kind of compare and let you know about that. So that is it for your starters of your supervillains. Next, we're going to go to the 9s. So your 9s, and like I said, bear with me, this is all for the cube. These are all legal. This is for season 25 and for now until otherwise the next season comes up when we get ready. So next you have crossover 6, which is going to be the calculator. This is Mordo the Merciless, which is crossover 1. Then you have Green Arrow from Forever Evil, and then last but not least for your 9s to end it is going to be Deathstroke from the original base set. Alright, after that we're going to 10s for your supervillains. The first one is Atrocitus. He is from the original base set. Then you have Lex Luthor from your base set. Then you have Constantine from Forever Evil. Then you have Teen Titans, which is Terra. Then you have Johnny Quick from Crisis 3. Then you have Sinestro from the original base set, if I am correct. And then you have, last but not least, sorry, I'll just move one out of the way, Hellspawn from Heroes United. Next, we're going to start with the 11s. You have Green Lantern from Forever Evil. You have Batman from Forever Evil. You have Terra from Crisis 4. You have Blackfire from Teen Titans. This is not Impossible Mode. This is the regular one. You have Wonder Woman from Forever Evil. You have Cheshire from Crisis 4. Then you have Hellspawn from Crisis 2. Then you have Arquillo to end it for the cost 11s for Crisis 2. Next, you have the 12s. So now this, I know I'm going to get a little short here, but this is a promo. This is from, I don't know what set it's from, to be honest. It's just a promo. It's for Zatanna Zatara. It's the cost 12. I just added her in the cube this last season, so she is in the cube, just to let you all know. If anybody asks any questions, just leave a comment and I can explain that. Next is Blackfire for Possible Mode, Crisis 4. Shazam from Forever Evil. Doomsday from Crisis 2. Ultra Humanite from Crossover 1. Mongol from Crisis 2. And then Ha'el, probably butchered the name, from Crisis 2. That is all your 12s that are in your supervillains for the cube. And last but not least, these are going to be the 13s and 14s. Since there's not that many, they're all together, so apologies. We'll start with we'll start with Owlman, Crisis 3, which is a cost of 13. Then we will do a Gentleman Ghost, which is crossover 1. Then we will do Superwoman, which is from Crisis 3. Then we'll do Black Lantern Superman from Crisis 2. And last but not least, Isabel Rochev from Crossover 2. So now that is all your supervillains that are legally in the cube that I have just showed you. Next, now we're going to do the main characters, or what we call MCs. These are the cards. These are the characters that you use for cube to play the game. We're going to start with the ones, and here we go. Your first one is, and these are all one-ofs, clearly. There's no copies, but different ones. There are more than one of the same name that you'll see a couple times. That's just how it goes. So here we go. You have Zatanna Zatara. She is a confrontations, but her cost is 15 if that helps anything in case when you're trying to make your cube or search or whatever. Then you have Zatanna Zatara from Crisis 1. Then you have Superman from Confrontations. His is the 12 cost. Then you have Superman from Dark Knight's Metal. Then you have Starfire from Crisis 4. And then you have Star Sapphire from Crisis 2. Next, you have Tempest from Crisis 4. You have Silk Spectre from Crossover 4. Saturn Girl from Crossover 3. Sarah Lance from Crossover 2. Robin from Crisis 1. Poison Ivy from Crisis 3. Next is Omen, Crisis 4. You have Oracle, which is Crossover 6. You have Lightning Lad from Crossover 3. You have Kyle Rayner from Crisis 2. You have Katana from Crossover 6. Then you have Jay Garrick from Crossover 1. Next, you have Huntress from Crossover 6. Then you have Black Canary from Crossover 6. Then you have Batwoman from Crossover 6. Batman from Crossover 8. And Aquaman from Rebirth. And that is it for the ones. Next, we're going to start on the twos. Like I said, if you don't want to have to go through the whole video, you can pretty much skip to what you need to for whatever type or whatever MCs in tiers, because what we're now doing is doing the tier systems. So now we're going, oops. Yeah, I need to. Then we're going to go to tier 2. Alright, here we go. You have Superman, cost 9 from Confrontations. Then you have Wonder Woman from the base set. Then you have The Flash from Crisis 1. Then you have Nightwing from Crossover 8. You have Felicity Smoke from Crossover 2. And then you have Crisis Starfire from Crisis 2. Then you have Deathstroke, which is a promo, and if I am correct, it came from the Dark Knight's Metal set. You can probably still find it somewhere. If you can't find it, it'll be online. If you already have it, then that's awesome. Then you have Deathstroke from Forever Evil. You have Cyborg from Rebirth. You have Cosmic Boy from Crossover 3. You have Constantine from Crisis 1. Then you have Cersei from Confrontations, and this is the cost 9. Next, you have a promo for Gorilla Grodd, which is from Crossover 8. Golden Glider from Crossover 5. Chameleon Boy from Crossover 3. You have Blue Beetle from Teen Titans. You have Black Manta from Forever Evil. You have Big Barda from Crossover 7. Now next, you have Kid Flash, which is another promo, if I'm correct, is from Teen Titans. John Diggle from Crossover 2. You have Green Lantern from Rivals 2. You have Hal Jordan from Dark Knight's Metal. You have Wonder Woman from Confrontations, cost 9. You have Flash from the base set. Next you have Night Owl for crossover 4. Then you have Nightwing from Crisis 4. You have Mr. Terrific from crossover 1. Mirror Master from crossover 5. Beast Boy from Teen Titans. Then you have Batman cost 9 from Rivals 1. Next you have Starfire from Teen Titans. Skitter, the promo, if I am correct, this is from Forever Evil. It could be wrong, it could be Heroes United, but if I'm correct, no, I'm sorry, it could be Teen Titans. It is Teen Titans. Robin from crossover 8. Red Tornado Crisis from Crisis 1. Red Tornado from Heroes United. Red Robin from crossover 8. Then you have the Red Robin from Teen Titans. Then you have the Red Hood from crossover 8. Raven from Teen Titans. Power Girl from crossover 1. Ozymandias from crossover 4. Orion from crossover 7. Ozymandias, excuse me, I miscorrected myself. Then you have Crisis Batgirl from Crisis 2. Then you have Batgirl from Heroes United. Then you have the Bane Crisis from Crisis 3. Then you have the Flash from Dark Knight's Metal. Then you have the Joker cost 9 from Rivals 1. Then you have Wonder Girl from Teen Titans. And last but not least, these last three for the Tier 2 will be Catwoman from crossover 6, Zatanna Zatara from Confrontations cost 9, and Wonder Woman from Crisis 1, which is the Crisis 1 woman. And that is it for the Tier 2. Next we will be going on to Tier 3. Alright, here we go. Tier 3. This will be Wonder Woman from Confrontations, cost 15. Then we have the Joker from Rivals 1, which is cost 12. Then we have the Flash from Crisis 4. Swamp Thing from Crisis 1. Shazam, one of my favorites, go figure it out, from Heroes United. Then you have Red Lantern Supergirl from Crisis 2. Next you have Batman cost 12 from Rivals 1, Batman from the base set, Bane for Forever Evil, which if I am correct is a promo, but came with the box, but you can probably still find it online to buy somewhere if you don't have it. If you need any help, just connect with us and we can try to help you find one. Aquaman, Dark Knight's Metal, Animal Man from Crisis 1, Alan Scott from crossover 1. Next you have Saintwalker from Crisis 2. Then you have Oliver Queen from crossover 2. Then you have Zatanna Zatara, cost 12 for Confrontations. You have Wonder Woman from Confrontations, cost 12. Then you have the Wonder Woman from Dark Knight's Metal, Wildcat from crossover 1. Oh, sorry. And these sleeves are a little slippery. Superboy from Teen Titans, Trickster from crossover 5, Stargirl from crossover 1. Then you have Simon Baz from Rebirth, Sinestro for Forever Evil. Then you have the Sinestro from Rivals 2, which is a cost 12. And last but not least, we have three more for the, sorry, no we don't, we have more. Donna Troy for Crisis 4, King Shark for Crisis 3, Bizarro for Forever Evil. Next, you have Calabac from Crossover 7, Black Canary from Heroes United, Black Lightning, which is another promo, and if I am correct, this is for either Forever Evil or Heroes United. Black Adam, Forever Evil, Batman, Rebirth, Ocean Master costs 9 from Confrontations. Then we have Nightwing from Heroes United, Manhunter, Martian Manhunter is another promo, and if I am correct, this is from Heroes United. Oh, sorry, base set 1. It's actually one of the first original ones before. Starfire is the one I'm thinking of, apologies. Lex Luthor for Forever Evil, Killer Frost, Crisis 3, Kendra Sanders, Dark Knight's Metal, Hawkman, base set. Sorry, Heroes United. Alright, we're almost done with the threes. Next you have Green Lantern, which is from the base set, Green Arrow from Crisis 1, Granny Goodness from Crossover 7, Felix Faust costs 9 from Confrontations, Dr. Manhattan from Crossover 4, Dr. Fate from Dark Knight's Metal, and the last three we have is Captain Boomerang from Crisis 3, Brainiac 5 from Crossover 3, and then Cheetah from Crisis 3. And that's it for the Tier 3. Next we're going to Tier 4. We have Weather Wizard, Crossover 5, Roy Harper, Crossover 2, Rorschach, Crossover 4. We have Plastic Man from Dark Knight's Metal, Mr. Terrific from Dark Knight's Metal, Mr. Miracle from Crossover 7. Next we have Heatwave for Crossover 5, then we have Dr. Fate for Crossover 1, Deadshot for Crisis 3, then we have Vixen, which is another promo. If I am correct, this is from Teen Titans. Then we have the Joker promo, which if I am correct is from Forever Evil. The Comedian, which is Crossover 4. Once again, if you need help for any promos that we can try to do, we'll try to help you find them from someone or somebody or from a store. Superman from the base set, Harley Quinn from Forever Evil, Indigo from Crisis 2, Cyborg from the base set, Catwoman from Crossover 8, Booster Gold from Heroes United. And the last three for the Tier 4 is Aquaman base set, Aquaman Confrontations costs 9, and then Arsenal Crisis 4. And that is all for the 4s for right now. And last but not least are 5s, which are only 2 for right now. We'll probably see more in the future. This is Aquaman Confrontations costs 15, and then Darkseid from Crossover 7. So that is it for the tiers 1 through 5. This guys, like I said, this is your season 25 that we are giving to you on everything. That was pretty much it. Please leave any comments or anything like that. Hopefully it was enough to be able to hear me, understand me. Apologize if it's a little fuzzy. It's our first video to do this. We might try to do one later in the future. Hopefully we can fix this. I do know that everybody is getting ready for the Kickstarter stuff coming into the mail, so as much as we are. We are going to be working on getting your season 26 up soon, so please keep an eye on that. We will do a breakdown. I know some people have already done some, but we're going to do one where we're going to give you kind of a little bit of a teaser of what may go into the cube for next season for the new stuff. So please look out for that, and I appreciate your time and your patience, and we will talk to you very soon. And please subscribe when you can to the channel. Thank you.